Dr. Rowley steps down as leader of the PNM, while Young resigns as chairman. Kamala Prasad-Bissessar to be sworn in as Prime Minister tomorrow. The EBC reports a 54% voter turnout, and Tobago business community is pleased with the election results. Good evening, I'm Patricia Nicholson-Richards. Welcome to the Tobago Updates television news for Wednesday, 30th April 2025. To our top story this evening, Dr. Keith Rowley has resigned as political leader of the PNM. Via a Facebook post earlier today, he gave notice that he would be stepping down. This follows his earlier departure as Prime Minister in March. He said, quote, "This completes my disengagement firstly in government, March 16, 2025, and finally in the party, May 1st, 2025. I offer my sincere thanks to all for the opportunity to be of service in various offices. I extend my best wishes to the PNM and the nation. May Almighty God continue to bless us all in the nation of Trinidad and Tobago," end quote. Just hours later, Stuart Young also announced his resignation as party chairman. He thanked the membership for the opportunity to serve as chairman from December 2022 to date. He gave his commitment to continue advocating on behalf of the party and hold the government accountable. While Kamala Prasad-Bissessar is set to be sworn in as Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago on Thursday, May 1st, 2025, following her party's decisive victory in the recent general elections. The United National Congress, in alliance with the Coalition of Interests, secured 26 out of 41 seats in the House of Representatives, unseating the ruling People's National Movement, which won 13 seats. A 73-year-old Prasad-Bissessar returns to the nation's highest office, having served as Prime Minister from 2010 to 2015. Her campaign focused on addressing escalating crime rates and economic challenges, with promises to increase public sector wages, protect pensions for the elderly, and revive Petrotrin, the state-owned oil company closed in 2018. President Christine Kangaloo will conduct the swearing-in ceremony at the President's House in St. Anne's. While political analyst Professor Ghani says the Tobago People's Party has rewritten the political map following Monday's general elections, despite pre-election polls suggesting the party's chances could be hurt by a split vote with the PDP, the results proved otherwise. According to Professor Ghani, it was the PNM that ultimately lost support. More in the story from Candice Jackson.
The election of TPP's David Thomas in Tobago East and Joel Sampson in Tobago West signals a major shift in the island's political landscape, one that began with the 2021 THA elections, says political analyst Professor Hamid Ghani. Polls conducted just 2 weeks before the 2025 general elections projected a PNM win with 47% of the vote, while TPP trailed at 32% and the PDP at 9%. However, Professor Ghani says the outcome changed due to two key factors.
One, the amount of vote splitting on the part of the PDP reduced considerably, and two, a switch over of a number of PNM voters to vote TPP is also evident, and all of this took place within the confines of a low voter turnout.
While the EBC has yet to release the official vote breakdown, Professor Ghani says preliminary figures for Tobago East already show a clear shift in voter support.
In 2020, the PDP got 5,866. This time around, they got 788. So the bulk of that went to the TPP, who got 7,144 in Tobago East. So what that suggests to me is that a substantial shift of PDP voters, but also that the TPP made inroads into PNM support.
He attributed the TPP's success to its performance and management of the THA. With this trend, Professor Ghani believes the party stands a strong chance in the upcoming THA elections, expected in about 8 months.
They proved their worth, that they are now a force to be reckoned with in Tobago. They have redrawn the political map in Tobago.
Meanwhile, in Parliament, with Kamala Prasad-Bissessar as Prime Minister and the UNC securing at least 26 seats, Professor Ghani believes the TPP may now have a real opportunity to successfully champion greater autonomy for Tobago.
I rather suspect that the new government is going to give the autonomy debate and discussion a high level of priority. That is my anticipation. And I think that some kind of autonomy deal will have to be worked out.
As for the PNM, Professor Ghani suggests the party must now refashion itself if it hopes to regain the trust and support of the Tobago electorate. Candace Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
We'll take a short break and come back with more. Stay tuned.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest, we protect. Everyone benefits.
Quartz is well known as the Caribbean's largest retailer, providing consumers for generations with the very best products to enhance their homes. This year, we bring our expertise to businesses. Quartz Business Solutions will serve small, medium, and large companies with the very best products at the most competitive prices, backed by warranties and after-sales support. Hoteliers, office managers, restaurants, and so many more. Quartz Business Solutions, a brand of the Unicomer Group.
TNTech is pleased to advise that its Roxborough Service Center has reopened. Starting Monday, 10th March, customers can once more visit the Roxborough Administrative Building to pay TNTech bills, request new connections, and more. TNTech, powering the nation into the next generation.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes for breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Thanks for staying with us. The business community in Tobago has welcomed the outcome of Monday's general elections. Speaking on the Good Morning Tobago show, Chairman of the Tobago Division of the Chamber of Industry and Commerce, Curtis Williams, expressed optimism that the incoming Prime Minister, Kamla Persad-Bissessar, along with intense lobbying from the TPP's Tobago East and West MPs, will bring meaningful benefits to the private sector. Here's more.
Chairman of the Tobago Division of the Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce, Curtis Williams, has endorsed the changes in Prime Minister, government, and Tobago's 2 members of Parliament. Reflecting on the election campaign, Williams said he was pleased that the TPP remained focused on the issues, an approach that clearly resonated with voters.
Issues were coming out so clear that I and all was amazed at some of the issues that we face here in Tobago. As compared to the PNM campaign, was more history, a lot of history and rhetorics and picons, you know, who belly big. And
with Joel Sampson and David Thomas preparing to take their seats in Parliament, Curtis Williams says he is hopeful that the long-standing issues such as town and country planning and much-needed adjustments to the Land License Act will finally be addressed for Tobago.
why we can't quicken that process. So let THA handle the entire process of the processing of the land, and then it will be faster because it's done in one space. Not have to go to Trinidad to go to the Ministry of Finance and sit there for a while.
Meanwhile, Williams expressed excitement over Kamla Persad-Bissessa's return as Prime Minister and said he anticipates a strong working relationship with her administration moving forward.
I worked with the UNC when they were in power last time, and the relationship was really, really, really fantastic. The Tobago division, we had the chamber. I remember we sitting with the finance minister at Cocoa Reef Hotel for an entire day, like a little retreat, and we going through the budget and dealing with issues that were affecting Tobago at that time.
He anticipates that the Prime Minister's first major decision directly impacting Tobago will involve allocating additional funding to the THA.
Of course, we may get a percentage increase, whether it's 1%, 2%, but we will get something.
Although former Prime Ministers Dr. Keith Rowley and Stuart Young will lead the negotiations to bring sandals back to Tobago, Curtis Williams says he is not concerned that a change in government will derail those talks.
It seemed like the THA would have to lead the conversation, and the THA and the people, the candidates, we're talking about all the stakeholders, and I see that being a stronger. So we could put a package together now, and we could continue the conversation with Sanders.
Additionally, Williams hopes the new administration will ensure Tobago receives stronger representation on key state boards such as Caribbean Airlines, the Port Authority, TSTT, and others. Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
The Tobago Hotel and the Tourism Association congratulates Prime Minister-elect Kamla Persad-Bissessa and all elected members of Parliament. In a statement issued today, THGA President Reginald McLean described the election results as a pivotal moment for the tourism industry. He expressed hope for renewed collaboration between the government and the private sector to tackle lingering challenges in Tobago's tourism sector. McLean says it is a crucial time for the industry and calls for united public-private partnership to unlock tourism's full potential as a key player in economic diversification. The association is eager to work with the new administration to chart a revitalized path for Tobago's hospitality and the tourism landscape. The Elections and Boundaries Commission reports a 54% voter turnout in the April 28th general election, with preliminary results showing the UNC ahead. In a statement issued, the EBC confirmed that the UNC secured 26 of the 41 constituencies, while the PNM won 13 and the Tobago People's Party took 2. A general count is underway in 3 PNM-1 seats: Aruca, Lupino, Malabar, Mosika, and San Fernando East. The UNC also topped the vote count with 334,874 votes, followed by the PNM with 220,160. The Patriotic Front, led by Michaela Pandey, received 21,010 votes, but won no seats, while the TPP garnered 13,857 votes. The tallies for some of the other parties contesting in Tobago are PDP 1,443 votes, the IDA 143, UTP 47, Class Action Reform Movement 22, Independent Candidate Leroy George 38. The EBC states that it will not release the data on the disaggregated votes for each constituency until the recounts are completed. We'll take a short break and come back with more. Stay with us.
When the game is on, you don't want to miss the best moments. With AMPLIA TV, you can enjoy our ultimate sports package and watch your favorite games on the go. Stay connected and informed with sports news, scores, and stats with AMPLIA's fastest internet speeds. Up to 1 gigabyte fiber internet, you can stream riveting football action, cricket, NBA games, and much more. With AMPLIA, it's game on. Visit amplia.co.tt or call 800-4663. AMPLIA. Do more, live more.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Want to get better? Where to start? What kind of exercise to do? What to eat? How to get restful sleep? Need a doctor to search for root cause? Look no further. Come to Majuba Hill Lifestyle Center Foundation at our Wellness Center in Goodwood, or Food Hub in Darrow Springs, Scarborough, or Doctor's Office in Goodwood and Darrow Spring. Contact 49 Swift 4979 438.
Welcome back. The Innovative Democratic Alliance made its debut in the general election this year but was unsuccessful at the polls. TPP's David Thomas and Joel Sampson secured Tobago's 2 seats. But the IDA's leader, Dr. Denise Soyafat Angus, is urging the Chief Secretary, Farley Augustine, to bring together all political parties and independents to establish a clear framework for Tobago's autonomy. Reporter Joe Sheldon has more.
Dr. Denise Soyafat Angus is calling on Chief Secretary Farley Augustine to bring all political parties and independent candidates together to develop a framework for Tobago's autonomy.
So this election was not about IDA and IDA's numbers, but this election people voted with purpose and they stayed home with purpose, because those who stayed home were either persons who felt that their own parties had failed them and they couldn't bring themselves to vote for the others.
Meanwhile, she congratulated the candidates who were successful in the general election, but said that they will be under scrutiny.
I applaud all of those candidates who entered the race. I mean, it says something to the incumbents, that clearly your performance is under scrutiny such that people feel there's a gap in terms of entering the race. But at the same time, it's not the first one that we have run. We've been around for some time, and you don't just give up.
But she believes that those who opted not to vote in this general election did so because of their disappointment in their representatives.
To call all of the parties and individuals who got into the last election, call everyone together, the platform of political parties, and have us roll out to the people, go back to the people and bring experts on board and go back to the people in a quick round of getting the people involved in a modern framework for our autonomy that they then take to Parliament to get passed.
Joe Sheldon, Tobago Updates at Television News.
Tobago police are investigating a home invasion that occurred earlier on Monday morning in Canaan, Tobago. According to a police report, around 3:30 a.m., a man staying at a friend's apartment on Guy Street was awakened by 4 masked men dressed in dark clothing. One of them had what appeared to be a gun. The man was had locked all the windows and doors the night before, except for the front door, which, though closed in, was not locked. That's how the men were able to gain entry. The intruders ordered the man to leave the apartment. One of the men took $600 cash and a pack of Dumouriez cigarettes from him. The men then ran off and have not yet been caught by police. Investigations into the incident continues. Well, the weather report is up next. Stay with us.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up and look, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up and look. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show. Do more, live more.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO, and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Now for a look at the weather update from the TNT Met Office. Tonight is expected to be generally fair and hazy with the occasional brisk shower. Tonight's temperature drops to 25 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow you can expect mainly sunny and hazy conditions despite the low chance of the odd isolated shower. A generally fair but hazy night is forecasted. Daytime temperatures are expected to reach 32 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 35 degrees Celsius. Seas are slight to moderate with waves near 1.5 meters in open waters and below 1 meter in sheltered areas. The sunrise is expected at 5:44 and the sunset at 6:15. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. Here's a recap of our headlines. Dr. Rowley steps down as leader of the PNM while Young resigns as chairman. Kamala Prasad Bisesa to be sworn in as Prime Minister tomorrow. The EBC reports a 54% voter turnout and the Tobago business community pleased with the election results. I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards, thanking you so much for joining us and wishing you a great night.